because you're hurt, I'm hurt. And that is the heart of it. So, it says, read, Antoine.
We have the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits.
Uh-oh. Now that's a quick one that we need to stop and talk about for a second. Be not wise in your own conceits. Okay, your own stinking thinking. Don't rest in it. Don't rely on it. Wisdom should be in the Lord. Thinking and seeing the life and decisions through God's eyes is wisdom versus your own. Your own will mislead you all the time. And so I always tell you that knowledge and wisdom is two different things. Knowledge is knowing something, but wisdom is knowing how to apply what you know. And so it is very difficult sometimes to exercise wisdom. We all know that our humanity will get out of control if we're not careful. Most of us in here know the stuff that we're prone to do. And places we probably should not go because it might tempt us. Things we should not do and say and think about. However, wisdom says, well, don't even go close to it. Don't entertain it. Don't even give yourself an opportunity to say, oops, I slipped. Yeah, of course you slipped. You was at the edge. So, the wisdom says, don't even go near the edge. It cracks me up when people get eaten by animals and, you know, fall off cliffs. Why were you on the edge of the cliff anyway? You know, things like that happen. You know, if I'm going to get killed, you know, a plane going to have to fall out the air on me. Or something like that. You know, it's careful. Mine is on business in the city. And the plane just dropped on. Versus, man, this dude was walking a tightrope across Mount Everest. And, you know, wisdom says, you know, you can die if you walk this tightrope. So wisdom keeps us from even getting close to some trouble. And so we rest in the wisdom of God. We're at Antoine, where we at?
Recompense to no man evil for evil.
Okay, so don't dish out evil for evil. I watched this kid. I saw the funniest thing. Actually, I wrote this part in my movie, but I actually got a chance to see it played out in real life. It was a little boy and his sister at volleyball last week. And the dude was no more than maybe 9. His sister was like 15 or 16. And they got into an argument because I asked the little boy about football. And he was boasting about his football skills. And I said, you play any other sport? I play basketball. She just butts in. No, you don't. You don't play no basketball. Yes, I do. You know, and I said, well, do you play sports? No, I don't play anymore. But, you know, she's talking to me. And he came in like, she lied too. She ain't never played no sports. And so they start arguing. I'm watching this argument. And he went too far. He hit her below the belt. He said, you don't play no sports, that's why you getting fat. Look at you. And she was getting a little pudgy. He's like, look at you, you getting fat. You out of shape. You just start ripping her. And you saw it because she was like, you know, it was a lot of guys around. You saw her face just start blushing like, oh my God, no, he just didn't expose my pudginess, right? So she just was like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I ain't getting it. So they are really going at it now. And he's a little, you know, little nerdy kid. He got his glasses on. So they get finished, and it ain't no talking. You know, he's sitting there mad. So she goes to the bathroom, right? And she comes back. I guess she got into the bathroom and thought about it for a while. Like, I know he just didn't front me in front of all these people, right? So she comes walking back. He's sitting on the front bleacher. She comes back and decides to slap this dude's face, right? But what was funny is he retaliated so quick, I didn't know who slapped who first. The timing was impeccable. I mean, she was shocked. She was like, no, you didn't. And he was so cool about it. Right back to being mad. He returned evil for evil immediately. I said, nobody's that quick. He must have anticipated. It was like both slaps launched at almost the same time. It was incredible, man. Me and this person sitting next to each other rolled, man. And the little dude never broke character. She went sat down, holding her face like, I can't believe you just slapped me. And he was still sitting there. Man, his timing was great, man. So that's how we are, though. We want to return evil for evil. Like, slap before. So anyway, we're not to return evil for evil. It says provide things. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Read for me.
If it is possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men.
So, with everything in us, we are to live peaceably with all men. Now that's kind of tough because humans are humans. we're going to fight. Family, I don't care. Friends, at some point we're going to bump heads. But our goal is to strive to live peaceably with all men. Even the church sometimes bumps heads. There's been times in the church, me and another saint just didn't get along. You know, had to talk it out. But the goal is to work out the issue, at least be at peace with that person. Read.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, rather give place unto wrath.
Uh-oh. Now, revenge not yourself, but give place unto wrath. Valero, get off the phone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. That's how you front people. Like, I wasn't on the throw the phone. I wasn't on the phone. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, that's what take two. Yeah. No, but, so, what I'm saying here in this particular scripture, he says, avenge not yourself, but rather give place unto wrath. Now, what is he saying here? This is scary for anybody who put their hands on a saint or mess with a Christian. The Christian don't defend themselves. They just step out the way and let God do it. They give place for wrath. They say, man, Lord, this person is out of my hands. I'm going to do what you told me to do, so I'm off the hook. See, you don't want God to have to discipline you. So what you do is you say, I'm going to do what you told me to do, Lord, and let you deal with them. So if God says, love your enemies and forgive them and pray for them and bless them, we do that, and then God says, you're free. You're off the hook. Go get out of here. But I am going to deal with this person. That's where you're giving place for wrath. Yes.
I got a question. If you and a person get into a situation and you apologize, is it now on their hands if they still continue to do the same things?
If you apologize and your heart is right, and I don't care, I don't accept your apology, you ain't blah, 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 then that's on them. You've done what you can do. Your part, you have relieved yourself by forgiving them and asking them for forgiveness, rather. And you ask the Lord to just go ahead and help them to be able to have peace with you and forgive you. Forgiveness is a tough thing. It's going to send a lot of people to hell. Because there's some stuff people hang on to because mom and dad just wronged them, or brother did something, or cousin or uncle, boyfriend hurt them, girlfriend, husband did this and that. But it's a requirement. Now, me, I thank God that for some reason, maybe I'm just nonchalant about things. Most stuff don't, they just, you know, I don't, there's a lot of situations where I forgive you. As soon as the person said it, I'm like, I'm sorry, okay, fine, cool. And I try my best to really mean it. But we all have our struggles. Some people, once their feelings are hurt, they hang on to that. Me, that's a mechanism in me that's just programmed. I don't have that type of reaction like I can't forgive you. You know, I haven't ran into it yet, and I pray that I never have to struggle with that. But there's other things that I might struggle with, you know. And so, and I know some people that they don't struggle with the stuff I might struggle with, but forgiveness is an issue. So it's like, man, so-and-so told me I was stupid and ugly when I was 7, and I still can't let that go. Yes?
It says, honor thy mother and father. Their days will be longer, right?
Right.
And the word honor, I believe, in Greek means to value. Now, is it wrong if a child has complaints about what his mother or father has done?
Is it wrong?
Yeah, is it wrong? Like, are they...
Recognizing them is one thing. Using it as a crutch to practice unforgiveness, to blame them for your behaviors, we don't do that. See, we forget sometimes that mom and dad are human beings.
Right.
And without Christ, we're capable of doing pretty much anything. I look at me, if I didn't have the Lord in my life, I would probably not be, I would be on the surface a good guy. I mean, but then there's a part of me that probably can do whatever I want to do, and, you know, I have a little narcissism. It wouldn't be one of those things where I would walk away like, man, I feel bad about what I did. Most of the stuff that I was able to do, I'd be like, hey,